Well, hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Mind Over Money, a show where we talk about ways how meditation, yoga, behavioral science can help you become a better and efficient trader, investor, as well as better human being. My name is Shatajan, and today we have with us the yogi on the last street, Arun Thukral, who has over 3 decades of experience in the BFSI world and has been investing in markets for over 2 decades. Now, he's a former MD and CEO of Access Securities, and now is an independent consultant and market expert, and consider himself a student of behavioral finance. Now, he's an author of a bestseller and investor behavior that is Yogi on the Last Street. Welcome to the show, Arun. With over 3 decades of investment experience, as well as you've seen each and every market cycle in and out. How did yoga help you maintain your calm and at the same time focus on your goal? And you also suggested that you are a practitioner of yoga. So how did all these things help you?
Uh, Good question, Kshitij. Because I think people really don't know the powerful impact of yoga on investing. Not only investing, on every part of your life, yoga affects. And for me, it has been a really great help. As you told correctly, that I am investing over 2 decades now,
Yeah.
and I have witnessed almost everything what has happened in the last 2 decades, starting with the tech crash of 2000, and then a bull run from 2003 to 7, and then 2008 crash, subprime crisis,
Right.
and after that, in between, markets going up and down, and very recently the COVID thing, which is a black swan event. So if you are not doing any kind of a meditation or any kind of exercise, these kind of events will upset you. And I have seen people around me, investors around me, getting too upset about whenever these events unfolded.
True.
Fortunately for me, because I was practicing these yogic techniques and yogic principles, the effect has not been that bad. Maybe the kind of panic selling I have seen when my peers or my friends were doing, I was rather calm. And that way, if I look at my results overall for
Mhm.
2 decades, it has been slightly better, or maybe
Oh.
largely better. I should not
Mhm.
say that. So the you yoga tells you to keep focus, and if you are focused about your goal,
Mhm.
then obviously you would always look at a big picture. So
True.
that way it has helped me. And as I said, in every cycle, whenever there was a problem, I could go inside me and think about it rationally,
Mhm.
come out and invest for long term. I think that is almost every yogi do, because investor behavior is far more important rather than knowledge in markets or knowledge in finance. So it is basically psychologically or mentally you should be very strong.
Right. Well, I'm sure investors would like to know that whether yoga can or meditation or yogic principles can help you find multibaggers. Because this is one thing which I'm sure a lot of investors would have on their minds as to what these spiritual sciences can do if they are looking to make some kind of money.
Okay, multi-bagger have different meaning for different people.
Right. Right.
Somebody who is even buying a mutual fund for 20 years and have not sold,
Yes.
maybe found a lot of multi-baggers in that scheme or that fund. Maybe whatever research we have seen something in HDFC mutual fund once. They said that the investors who made the most money are dead investors,
Right.
basically who are not there, they have not taken action. So sometime being still, holding good stocks, and just because a stock can go to zero, if you are holding 10 good stocks, the downside probability of a stock going is zero, but an upside can be multiple times. So
True.
maybe if you have selected, let's say, 10 good stocks, and
Mm.
maybe one or two can go to zero theoretically, and out of that, 3 4 becomes multi-bagger. So maybe that is one story. At the same time, as I said, that once you are what we call in yoga ekagrachit,
Yeah.
once you
Right.
are that pointed,
Mm.
when, so let me give you some example. People who are holding Pidilites and Asian Paints and Shree Cements for
Mm.
for years. Maybe I should put a disclaimer here. So they have definitely made much more money because they were so focused. They were very good as far as the holding is concerned. And if the company is doing well, why should they sell it? Because then the reinvesting risk will come. And that impulse of doing something at all point of time will not trouble them because they have practiced that. They are yogi, they are practitioners. So that way, I think yoga affects you in this field.
True. And also, right now you just talked about the ekagrachit. The key word here is ekagrachit. And one meditation technique which is there is mindful meditation. So is there something called as mindful investing as well?
Yeah, actually, if you think these two are same, because the core word here is the mindful.
That's right. Yeah.
The focus.
The focus.
Whatever activity you do in life, you need focus. Because if you are focused, so let's say another example is that if you are focused and you learn over a period of time a little bit of objectivity, little bit of detachment, you will not look at your stocks every day.
Right.
So the kind of so these smaller things will not trouble you.
Right.
Let's say again example, if somebody bought a good company kind like let's say Nestle and they had Maggie crisis,
right.
So many of the my friends sold that in that, but stock was down by 40%, 50%.
True.
So one should buy good companies in bad times. So these are the some things when you are looking from outside. When you are looking at market, you are looking at all scrapes, you are looking at each volatility, you will not be able to focus. You will not be mindful.
And you also highlighted the COVID times, and indeed, COVID has weighed on the mental health of everyone, and not just investors alone. It weighed on the common people as well. So it is time to turn inward. That's what we always say, and the focus on yourself more than the portfolio alone. That means, as you rightly pointed out in your conversation as well, that one should not look at the portfolio on a day-to-day basis. I think COVID taught us a big lesson, and being focused on your mental health is something which comes as a top priority. What are your views on that as well? We've seen COVID times, and I'm sure this is not over yet. Maybe we might see another wave coming in, but the mental health should be something which should be supreme at all times.
A very, very relevant question, Kshitij, because this is what we call a black swan event.
True.
This happens, let's say, once in 100 years. And we have seen in our lifetime, and our kids have seen early in their life. So I think this is one event which has affected everyone, including me. Because what I could see, the people around me, the friends around me, the relatives and around me, the way they suffered, even if you had money, even if you were managing your portfolio well, nothing worked. Right. If somebody wanted a bed and bed was not available, that money doesn't help.
Yes.
Or a medicine. So maybe that taught us the importance of family, importance of friend, importance of health, mental health. So maybe now we are coming out of it. As you said, we are still not fully out of it. But yeah, it has really taught us so many things. These are life lessons. So I think that everybody realized that yes, portfolio is important, money is important, but this is definitely much more important, and you should not focus only on portfolio. Money is good in that way that yeah, you will help others. If you have money, at least that part is taken care. You can help others. Somebody needs food, somebody needs medicine. But yeah, between the two, yeah, this was a great life lesson which everyone learned.
Well, on that note, thank you, Arun, for your time today. Well, that's all for now, but do stay logged on to etmarket.com for more on news, business, and economy. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you for having me, Kshitij.